Hello YouTubers, it's time for another unboxing thing, and you'll have already seen this, actually by the time this goes up you'll have seen what's in this box, so it's not really much of a surprise. Alright, I just cut that because it took a really long time to cut. What the hell? So this is a voice interactive Dalek remote. This cost me £25 on eBay because, well, you'll know why. You'll know why. Isn't that right, Bobby? What you were expecting, but this is an unboxing, so it's a box. So let's take the paper off. Exactly, actually, it is a bit of time. Alright, so a wine box was under... Oh, Jesus Christ. It's not as bad as packing peanuts. But, seriously, this is a huge box for what this is. Oh dear, they just got to the top. Back to a jump cut. Alright, so 50 billion years later, here it is. Unfortunately, you can't really tell on camera, but the top has yellowed a bit, actually, you can tell sort of that lighting. So the bottom a bit. So whoever had this before me obviously left it in somewhere where there was sunlight for UV, but let's... Yeah, oh, I'm pressing the wrong thing. Hey, it does go work. It lights up. So we've got Sarah Jane here, and poet, Scar Poet. Yeah, Sarah Jane and Scar Poet with their light up stand. This is probably the biggest box for any Sarah Jane Adventures merchandise whatsoever. They only did a few of these, and they only did them for Series 1. And that's because I remember I was really looking forward to Series 2, because I really wanted a Karg, the song Taran. You know, with sort of the battle damage and that, but unfortunately it never came to fruition. So it must have meant that this, you know, the Series 1 figures obviously didn't sell very well. Which didn't really help it is they didn't have a very big variety of them. Because they all came in 2-packs, and with every single 2-pack you got a variant of Sarah Jane and some alien. And this include the Child Slovene, and that you may have seen in another video, the Grask, and General Kuglak. And then this, and obviously you also got the Sonic Lipstick, a very rarity these days. And also the other thing that the poet gives. And you can actually see the little accessory version of it just here in the box. If the camera focuses just there, it's pretty hard. It's a teeny tiny little thing. But yeah, so this means I've got all the Sarah Jane Adventures figures. I think I've got all the Sarah Jane Adventures merchandise, because I do have a Sonic Lipstick, though I put it somewhere safe. And I can't remember where that safe place is, so hopefully I can find it. But yeah, this is what this is. Nice, isn't it? Really nice. Nice. Open this bag of Mccoys. What the fuck? Are you serious? Look, it goes up to here. It's a third of the packet. Seriously, Mccoys, what the hell? How many crisps are in there? What the hell? This just pisses me off so much. I'm seriously pissed off right now. Ugh. Bastards. It's time we finished this. Or should I say, big finish this. That was an awful joke. I am sorry, I will not do it again. Maybe. Not promising anything. Okay, so this one came first, okay. So this is the Fourth Doctor Adventures Volume 1. So rather than having, say, Series 7 of Volume 1. So the Fourth Doctor Adventures before, they were all like, you had to buy them all individually, or buy them, say, all together as with a bit of a discount on them. But now they're doing them in the box set formats, and this is Volume 1, later there'll be Volume 2, where you get the first 4 stories, like all as one out of the first half of Series 7 of the Fourth Doctor Adventures, and I think this is much better, and also it's quite a bit cheaper as well. This was £25 for the CD plus the digital download, or for the digital download only, it's £20. At the time of recording, if you're watching this at, in a month or two, then it's probably going to go up to, say, £40 for the CD and £35 for the download. But you can see here on the back all the covers and acts for them, and actually without any of the text gone. So let's just have a look. Come on, camera, focus. So we've got the Songs of Kaldor, which features the return of the Vok, Dumb, and Super Vok robots from Robots of Death, and that is a really good story, really interesting as well, and is the main advertising for this box set. That on the front, and it's the first story in there. Really, really strong opener. Then we have the Omash experiment, which is another interesting one. It's a Leela focused story in that, and it gives Louise Jameson a real chance to actually shine in the role, and it explores, well, I'm not going to spoil anything, but just give it a listen. It's really, really, really good. And then we've got the Mind Runners, and the Mind Runners continues in the Demon Rises, which is basic. It's a 4-parter. Whereas all the others are just 2-part stories. So, which I won't spoil that one either, but that one is the only one to star John Leeson as K9. He is not in the first 2, but he is in the 3rd and 4th one. It's a really good box set. I highly recommend this one. I don't really want to spoil anything for it, but if you are a fan of the Fourth Doctor, the Fourth Doctor Adventures in general and that, you definitely pick this up. And for me, obviously, the highlight of the box set was obviously Songs of Kaldor. And if you're a big fan of Robots of Death, definitely pick this up. You can buy them individually as well. You can still buy them all individually on individual CDs or downloads. But if you are going to get this, you might as well spring for the box set. Now, it might not be on that web special or sale price by the time this video goes out. It just depends how many unboxings I do in that amount of time. But I'm surprised this one came first, because obviously the First Doctor Adventures Volume 1 has been delayed, so this one came first. So yeah, and you also get a Vortex magazine. Does anyone actually read these? I'm just curious. You can get a digital copy for free, because when you get them in with this, those folded out and crushed and that. But I'll be curious, if Put in the comments below if you actually read the Vortex magazines that actually come with these. I never particularly do, because obviously they don't really offer anything that isn't on the Big Finish website. So yeah, that's that. Alright, now I forgot to record this one. See, partially way through, but haven't opened it yet. But this is from Big Finish, clearly, and I can tell by the size and the shape of the box. There seems to be a piece of the Big Finish Vortex magazine or something, like, stuck in there, so whoever was packing this one got a piece of that stuck in there when they were sealing this thing up. I don't know if it's the one that comes with this, or whether it's of some other random one. That was... Okay, so this thing just fell on the floor, which was clever. So it's the First Doctor Adventures Volume 1, and yeah, it's 3 individual cases here, which is a bit, it's interesting. I didn't know whether they were going to split them up, because there's only 2 adventures on here. Books, should you know, a lot of people are like, well, can David Bradley really portray the First Doctor? And in the 2017 Christmas special, yes he can, and in this, yes he absolutely can. Just imagine the First Doctor with some good writing, not that Skeever Moffat stuff. This is really good, and that's because we've got Matt Fitton and Guy Adams, 2 very familiar people in the Big Finish library writers. I forgot what I was saying here. But this is a really good box set, and we finally get the first master, or supposedly the first master. Who knows at this point? But I believe this is supposed to be canon, along, sort of like the First Doctor adventure, and that. It is, it is a bit of a gamble on that, because the second story, The Great White Hurricane, is a pure historical, and pretty much the plot of it is the Doctor and companions need to get back to TARDIS. That's it. Pretty much that is the reason for it, for things happening. They're trying to get back to the TARDIS. The same with quite a lot of pure historicals. I'll admit, I'm not really a massive fan of the pure historicals, personally. I mean, if you do love the pure historicals, then that story's going to be the highlight for you. For me, the Destination Wars, that was the highlight for me, because that is the master story in this box set. And the third disc here, just along there, that is the behind the scenes and that for this box set. Do I recommend this one? It's like I'm giving mini reviews now rather than just unboxings. Well, if you're a big First Doctor fan, and you've been waiting for something like similar to the Third Doctor Adventures, or something along those lines, rather than just companion chronicles, then this will be right up your alley. For everyone else, like for people like me who are unsure, maybe give this first box set a go. You never know. Oh, it came with this Vortex magazine. It was the same one that came with the last one box, actually, because at the time of recording this, the Fourth Doctor Adventures came on Monday or Tuesday, and this one has came on Thursday. So yay for that. Yay for that. Will I be buying? Is this good enough to recommend buying the other ones in the range when Volume 2 inevitably comes out? Don't know. We'll see. Because I mainly bought this just because, you know, to try it out. I think it is worth buying it just to try it out. I don't know if it is still £20 or £25 for the CD. At the time of recording this, even I'm not quite sure. But if you can still pick it up for, you know, around that price mark, then I do recommend giving it a go. If not, wait for a price drop on that. Alright, so this is a big box, nice and well packaged. So let's open it, shall we? Now, you've probably already seen the review on this, actually, before you see the unboxing. In fact, I can pretty much guarantee it. Because with the Doctor Who items to unbox, I don't upload anything until it's at least 20 minutes long. Is this still on frame? Yep. Excellent. There's the big boy. Big bubble wrap. If you've guessed what it is, yes, then well done. This is hurting my ankles. Well, okay, they're wrapped separately, good. So this is the 18-inch voice interactive Dalek Sec. Now this was a Toys R Us exclusive back in 2007. Ooh. And I picked this up off a guy off Gumtree. Cost me £45 plus £10 postage. You can see that he is pretty big. He didn't come with a remote, which is why I had to buy a remote separately. Which you should have seen the unboxing of that just before this one, so... Did I just catch my knife on him? No, he's fine. I probably should go a bit slow because, you know, less chance of breaking things. I'm just excited. Finally, my voice interacted that. Now, interestingly, the seller sold him with the claw arm for some reason. Though I do have a spare plunger, so you know that doesn't matter. Just put his eye in. And the gun. When you are putting guns in like this, hold it from the base, not from the end, because that's how you'll break them otherwise. In you go. Come on. I wonder, does he have these batteries in or not? He has batteries in. Well, by the looks of it, his batteries are probably dead. But he has arrived. Isn't that nice? This. We'll cut this. I'll have to do this off camera because otherwise it'll show the address and I can't be asked to edit. Alright, so it's bubble wrap. Unravel, 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 unravel. What do you think, Bobby? Hmm? And here it is, the Ninth Doctor sonic screwdriver. This is the second version that was released. Now, the original version had a cream handle without any crackling. This one is the second version that did have the crackling. Yeah, interesting that this one... The sound chip doesn't appear to be working in this one. I don't know whether that's the battery or something's faulty. But I did buy this off eBay. But it isn't the end of the day. If that is the case, I can always replace the core in it. It's mainly the handle section. I did already have one of these, however, it didn't have the slider. And it wasn't, so this is pretty much like a complete condition, so yeah, that's that. Alright, just a quick little update. I don't know if you can hear this. But you can just about hear the sonic screwdriver very quietly. What I did with this is I took out the main core section of the sonic screwdriver, unscrewed the cap and pulled this section out. And what I did is I banged it against my hand where the speaker is in it. I banged it against my hand a few times and now it will actually make that noise. This was actually a fairly common problem with these earlier sonic screwdrivers from 2005 to 2008. Because the one that came, the original one that came in my sonic screwdriver and sonic pen set had met the same issue. It is pretty quiet, however, hopefully I might be able to fully fix the problem. It could again be the batteries. I don't know by this point. Although it isn't, obviously it isn't the major issue because I can just replace again this core section here with any other with a purple LED. In fact, you could, the 10th Doctor version is actually still available to buy, the one that has the purple LED, so I could just buy that version and swap it with this one, although I believe I've got a spare one somewhere, so I could swap it there. But yeah, it can. Alright, so we've got a box. This is actually pretty heavy. You know, maybe some of it's actually pretty weighty for what it is. Fragile. Okay, so I see. So no, we're going to have to cut along the side. This way up. Right, so this is from Big Finish. Load up bubble wrap, that is useful. So, as recommend, so Big Finish, if you didn't know, had a big warehouse sale, and so I got a bunch of stuff from them, and one of them I got recommended by Screw Bag Full, or Screw or whatever, from one of his videos, and this is short in that by Rob Shearman, because I noticed that, so I thought, yeah, might as well get one of them. So I'm gonna put this, tell you what, I'll pack it on that box in the background, and we'll just move the camera. And so something I wanted to get for quite a while was a Sarah Jane Smith audio, so I bought all of them. So we've got Sarah Jane Smith mirror signal. I'm trying to see them through the camera, unfortunately. It's reflecting, because it's so bright in here. Ghost Town. Test of Nerve. The KO Connection. Come Back, and I believe this, yeah, okay, so they are numbered, that's nice. Dreamland, I believe this was the last one to be released. Well, the last. Yeah, Final Consensus. Snow Blind. And Buried Secrets. Interestingly, which one? Come Back, which is the first one, is only available on CD, not for download for some reason. I imagine it probably will. This one isn't sealed actually. So this is music from the New Doctor Adventures Volume 3. It's a one disc set. Oh, it's black and white there. See all the track lists here. And I'm just going to pull this out. So, come on. Right, let's see. No, there's no picture of artwork or anything inside. But I wonder if that website still exists. Like that. But interestingly, this one isn't sealed, unlike the rest. Then we've got Big Finish's Vortex magazine. Does anyone actually ever read these? I don't. Yeah, there's all of these. I haven't listened to any of the Sarah Jane Smith ones yet. I'm going to put them back in here because it makes a nice little box. Just because I wanted to listen to them in order and I had to wait for the CD to arrive. No, they weren't packaged like that. They were packaged like this, with the book there, because that makes actually quite a nice little box, because I'm running out of room for these things. Ay, 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 ay. Alright, so that's some stuff, and over here more stuff in the post. Yay me. Alright, so we've got two packages. Let's open it up. Now, I'm just going to have to cut this off camera because there's basically, there's my address on one side and then there's the sender's on the other. So, you know, I don't want to show the sender's address, I don't want to show mine. I don't know where my permanent marker or anything's gone, so, you know, just make do as is. Come on. Come on. Box go bye-bye. Alright, I'll probably be reviewing this at some point. Ta-da! Now if you don't know what this is, well let me just give you a clue. Can I open it without breaking everything? It's a little playset with a little 4th Doctor. And a little Dalek with a ball bearing in him. And at the top we have Davros. And that's all you're getting until the review, because I do plan to review this. It's actually a bit smaller than I imagined. I imagined it being slightly larger, but no, it's about the same size as like a 5-inch classic Dalek figure. Alright, now this thing. Now this, I actually already have 2 of these sealed up already, and a couple more out of box as well. But you'll have seen, if you've seen my previous got 2 items to unbox, I think it was the first one. Then you'll have already seen one of these unboxed, but yeah, whatever. Here we go again. Okay. It's a mutant reveal Dalek, or Dalek with mutant reveal. Now, I've already got 2 of these sealed up. However, I got this one at a really good price. I paid £8 for him, including postage. And you can see the one of the 2 that are up there on the wall. I think I paid £11 or £12 for that one. And about the same for the other one, because I got him a bit cheaper. So yeah, quite nice, isn't it? Well, alright, I've just cut off any addresses, whether they be mine or the seller's. Pardon me. If you didn't hear that, I just farted. Come on, out. I should set my tripod up, but I cannot be bothered. Right. Can you guess what it is yet? No? Well. Actually, I could lay the camera down on here and most likely be able to cut it. Well, you just saw a little hint of one. That's right, it's another 9th Doctor Sonic screwdriver. Yes, in the same item to unbox, I've got another one. This one's actually very loose. I don't know if that's the screw or not. Yeah, that bottom section there is really worn down. Top section is much better. Right. Let's just see if it's working. Probably doesn't have any batteries thing. Okay, I've sussed the issue. These batteries are just about starting to corrode just there. So I'm going to get these out, put some fresh ones in. Hopefully I won't need to clean it out. It depends how bad the corrosion is. But yeah, let's have a look at it. Okay, I've put some fresh batteries in, however I think I'm going to have to use some bleach to get this off. So, the good thing is I could literally just hold the bottom section in bleach. Just do that. So I'll go back to you with that. Alright, so I've put some bleach on it to try and get rid of that corrosion, and it seems to have taken it off. It's pretty hard to show you on camera, but just trust me when I say pretty much all the corrosion has come off. So what I'm going to do now is just let this thing dry off and that, and hopefully then the Sonic will work. Here's hoping, eh? Be back with the results in a minute. Okay, this is an interesting one. I put batteries in it, and look, it can still light up and that, and as you can hear, it's making a noise, but it won't stop. I can press the button to make it light up, like so, but yeah, that is a bit odd. I mean, I can always replace the core, but that is just weird. I've never come across that problem with these sonic screwdrivers before. Never. It was sold as not working, so at least it's in at least some working order. I'll see if I can fix the problem. If there's another clip after this, that means obviously I did. If there isn't, that means I didn't. Got it? Simple. Alright, something even more interesting. So, I do seem to have it in a somewhat working mode. But it does just seem to be it does seem to have a slight issue, but what I did with this is I literally, after prying with the button on the wires a bit, I did bang it against the table a few times, and that seems to have mostly sorted it. So, where's the panel gone? Whereas I literally had the panel a minute ago. Oh, there it is. Right, so let's just see. Put this back in to its housing. And we put the screw back in. Okay, that was a little bit too tight. That'll do. Okay, slightly better, can't dig. You can see that is a bit dodgy. What I'll probably end up doing is either tinkering with the power core a bit more, or get replacement. You can see that it does light up a bit. And these batteries are perfectly fine. Because I tested them out in another Sonic as well. Really interesting. This. So what I reckon is that probably this isn't just corrosion. I reckon this thing's been probably thrown about a bit and that. So it's not in its best possible condition, unfortunately. Alright, so I waited another 24 hours and it seems to be fully working. So I'm assuming possibly before, maybe that the bleach hadn't fully dried out or something. But now it fully works. The only thing is the handle is a little bit loose still, but you know, I've got another one and then another one on top of that, just for that side. Ooh. So yeah, it seems to be good. Alright, so today we have a big box and a little box, and hey! As a bonus, I remembered to put some tape over the addresses. So, it's no obscure off-camera thing, and since I was about to record a review, you even get to see the whole box on the desk. Wow, I nearly stabbed my hand with that, but luckily I didn't. Yeah, someone has gone way overboard with the tape on this. Way overboard. Let's try the bottom. Yeah, I should probably lock this. See? Go from the bottom! Go from the bottom and everything will be fine. Everything is always fine at the bottom. The bottom is where life prevails at. Maybe. See, so this is so difficult to get out of the box, but I will. Can you tell yet? Let's get the less interesting one out, because I've already shown this in a video before several times, and this one is not quite in as good a condition as the one I already have. So here we have a Product Enterprise Chrome Dalek. Now on camera it's a lot harder to tell, but on this one the paint has rubbed off in a few places, and his batteries seem to have died. But this guy is the one that I cared about, more because he is pretty rare and his joints are very stiff. The only thing, okay, so he does need new batteries. The only thing is a little mark there, maybe there, but otherwise remarkably excellent condition. How much could this cost me again? Because I didn't get this for a massive amount. Let me check my purchases. Okay, so how much could I get for this? Okay, here we are. So if we go set focus, I paid £25 plus £3.50 for these two off eBay. So that's how much I got these for, and considering Toy Box Treasures sells this for £75 for a used one, this is remarkably good. Even if it was brand new, it would only be in a little plastic bag with a little piece of cardboard there on it. So it doesn't overly bother me. The fact that I've got one as well. So all I need is the gold one, which obviously is the hardest one to get. Toy Box Treasures does have one at the time of recording. However, it costs more money than than I imagine you viewers actually have, because at the time recording last week, I actually got to talk to some of you, literally in some cases during a Google Hangouts conversation after a live stream Q&A, which was the first one I ever done, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And it's typical for me. I talked on for England for literally, I think it was about 8 hours non-stop talking. So yeah, but I did thoroughly enjoy it, and just why I'm saying this, thank you to, what was his name? I can't remember his name. Was something dragon person, American guy, who sent me the link for Power the Daleks Reimagined. I don't know if that link is still good or not, but thank you to him. If I can find his name, I will put his name in the description. Massive thank you to him for finding that for me. He very much obliged. Okay. Yeah, so you know what this is immediately. And whoever, and seller on eBay, thank you for using bubble wrap and not packing peanut. In fact, they even use, I can see newspaper on the bottom as well. So thank you for not using packing peanuts, because everybody hates packing peanuts. It is a universally hated thing. So sellers who do use it, please stop. Okay, so this one, the box is a little bit more battered. This is obviously the Dipole reproduction one. Now, a way you can tell, like, I mean, if it's only a picture of this from the front, a way to tell if it's a Dipole reproduction is the yellow border around the edge. The originals did not have that. But yeah, so this is number 512 out of 2,500, and it's the silver one. So if we go zoom in, so I think I picked this up for £25 or £30, something along those lines. So here he is. A little bit of a nub here and there, but pretty good, and he's got batteries in that don't appear to have corroded. Are they new? I don't think so. I think these batteries are probably old. Am I able to get them out? I don't know if he's... It wasn't advertising if he still works or not, I can't remember. But if you bear with me a moment, I actually have, this is my little battery box with loads of batteries in, and I will just grab these two batteries because I know these ones are definitely working. Hang on, if I use a knife to just get this out. No. I don't know where my flat-headed screwdrivers have gone. Actually, yes I do, that's a lie. Let's get this other battery out, come on. Come on, there we go. Okay, that one fell on the floor. No matter. Hey, okay. There we go. So yeah, those batteries were still dead. Yeah, so yeah. Alright, let's don't worry, he does come with his eye, gun and plunger, so let's just put them on. I don't know if these are original or reproductions. I imagine probably they are probably the might be the original ones. Just because the plastic feels exactly the same as the Dalek's made of as a reproduction one. Probably wouldn't, so there he is with his appendages. And he even comes with this, which I believe is the instruction manual. Heck, it even looks like it's from the 60s, the manual. But if you want to pause to read this, then please do. I'm just going to go. Someone's written something on there, and they've written it backwards. And we have a... So yeah, this is a certificate of authenticity. Lovely. Wow, and a history of Marx toys, so I'm going to gradually go down this, in case anyone does actually want to read this, then they are welcome to, because I am certainly not going to read it. Okay, you've had time to read it, people who actually read it, if anyone actually does read all of that. But yeah, made using the original Marx Toys molds. Yeah, so this is pretty much... Obviously, you can actually find the original ones on eBay. If I get to zoom out the camera here. You can actually find the originals on eBay, but they go for a heck of a lot more than these. But the thing is, these are literally exact reproductions. The only thing that is different is the battery compartment. Because the original ones from the 1960s, from 64 all the way up to the 70s, used, I believe, a single, either a C battery or maybe, yeah, I think it used a single C cell battery. However, they were slightly thinner back then because, unlike today, that have sort of a sort of plastic around them. Back then, they didn't. The information was like printed onto the battery, so they were slightly thinner, like, you know, like less than a millimetre would. But obviously that would cause problems for batteries in the 90s and obviously today. But yeah, he works. Flashing lights. Don't want him to fall. So obviously, we'll just take a quick look at him, because obviously he is a nice silver colour. Yeah, it's just a metal thing here, so the wheels and that, he's got a nice silver colour with the gold bangs on. And this is probably the closest to being accurate of a 60s Dalek, really. It's got sort of bronze bangs of a movie Dalek, and then that being blue and that. This is just like a sort of mini review section, because I will not be reviewing this separately, and that I thought I'd implement it. If you want me to do this in more video, then, and the more items to unbox series, then please let me know in the description below. If not, I'll never do it again. Sorry. Me so sorry. I'll just Sonic X and it will all be better, won't it? Won't it? There. Is it all better now? Well, if it's not tough. Oh, dear me. Oh well, next on to the next thing that we're gonna unbox in this thing, which will be now. Alright, another, well, it's not a box, but it's a little packet thing. And it is the 12th Doctor's second sonic screwdriver. First sonic screwdriver, and it's the single button version. And the way this has been put in the box is pretty crap. It is still sealed, but God, they just really crammed it in there. Alright, so I thought it would be fair to do a mini review, because I will not be reviewing this on its own. So yeah, this is the single button version of the sonic screwdriver. The packaging has this weird swirly thing on the background that kind of looks like it's taken. It looks like it's taken from the Max Smith title sequences from The Snowman all the way up to Time of the Doctor. Da 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 da. The 12th Doctor sonic screwdriver single button version. So yeah, this was an American exclusive, and also I just noticed on the side there is a sticker. Yeah, telling you this device is thingy with FC rules. But you can see here the there is no end cap on this one. It's all just one piece on there, which is good. I mainly got this just so I'd have all of the versions of this sonic screwdriver, and I did want one. I do have the touch control one, obviously, but I wanted a one with a clean look. I mean, other than that, it is physically identical, apart from the second button being a little bit slightly different, and also the sound sounds slightly different as well. I don't know if you can tell this on camera, but it sounds a bit weird on the sound chip. It has a this is probably one of the most powerful springs on a Sonic ever. By the way, and also you can see this has really thick wires in it that are really obvious. This is probably the most obvious wires in any Sonic screwdriver I've seen. By the way, it works fully extended when you press the button. The same button again, you can use it when it's fully extended. So it's, yeah, obviously it is a simple solution to a problem that really should have been sorted out ages ago. But hey, who cares? It works great. It looks a lot more of a almost milky colour, the LED on camera, and the mixer looks a bit lighter towards the end on this one. However, I assure you, the green light doesn't look this milky colour that it appears to on camera. It does obviously have the hidden sound. I've just noticed this one appears to have a crack on the button section here. I just try and focus it. No? Yeah, it seems to have almost a little bit of a crack just on there. So what I'm going to do is take it apart and just see what it is. Alright, I thought it was a crack. However, I think it's just the housing and the way buttons is, because it's exactly the same at the bottom as well. So what I thought was a crack, it isn't. It's just the way it's constructed. And if we just take a look inside, you can see the mechanism. The button is very stiff on this one, compared to the two-button version, I guess you could call it. Yeah. It does seem basic because it is just one massive panel. And on this one, they seem to be, the button is at the top rather than slightly in the middle, whereas on the other. So I don't know if this is because there's one later down the line or not. I did get this off eBay. It cost me £12.50. You can see there, the spring at the bottom is a bit flimsy. I'll put in the site. So let's put this site back together. Unfortunately, the way this is constructed means that the panel can sometimes get stuck on itself. So overall, what do I think of this sonic screwdriver? Well, to be honest, I thought it would be better. I thought it would. But to be honest, I think the touch control version is probably still my favourite, despite the massive battery compartment on it. That, again, it didn't need to have. Well, yeah, just a little mini review, because, let's face it, there's not a lot to this thing. I will be leaving that sticker on, just because, I don't know, reasons. Next unboxing. So I just realised the claws on this do not extend as much as other Sonics and that. I mean, look at it. They barely extend at all. I don't know why, but they don't. That is how far they extend. Weird. Alright, so we've got a very large and pretty flat box, and hey, nice little pull tab. Seriously, boxes that have these, I love them. It makes life that much easier. Nice bulky out thing. So yes, it's some Big Finish Bernice Summerfield, so yay. Now, just to let you know my opinion on Bernice Summerfield, since I didn't grow up in the 90s, and I know quite a lot of my audience, I mean, I was born in 98, so I didn't really have the New Virgin Adventures novelizations and that, so novels and that. So I didn't really grow up with Bernice Summerfield. My first introduction with Bernice Summerfield was Big Finish, because if you'd like to listen to a Bernice Summerfield, there is free Bernice Summerfield on Big Finish's SoundCloud, which involves Cybermen. I believe it's only half an hour long, or around 40 minutes long, so it's a nice little introduction. But basically, Bernice Summerfield, she travelled with the Doctor. She doesn't travel with the Doctor now. She has her own adventures and now has a family and that. So anyway, but yeah, basically, I got these on a Big Finish sale. So this one is The New Adventures of Bernice Summerfield, and despite having the Doctor Who logo on and that, and starring Sylvester McCoy and Sophie Aldred in some of the stories, Sylvester McCoy is barely in this, and so is Sophie Aldred. In fact, the Doctor might as well not be in this, because he doesn't really have, apart from the first story, he doesn't really have much bearing on the overall plot of the whole story. Ace does, though, and don't be fooled by the Dalek and that, because the Daleks aren't really in this. In fact, the likes of Skaro is basically more of a nostalgia trip than anything else, basically. I won't spoil it, but I got this, I believe, was either 50... It was £15 for the download or 20 for the CD, so obviously I got the CD because you get the download as well. But yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's all right. To be honest, it's not amazing particularly. I mean, it is very sort of average. Nothing. You know, it's an easy pass book if you do listen to it. Then I'd say you'll enjoy some of it. To be honest, Random Ghosts was actually the highlight of the box set. It's hard for my camera to be focused on this because it keeps reflecting off the lights because of the selfing, but Random Ghosts was easily the best because, well, I won't tell you. Just, that was the best one in the box set, and you can't buy them individually. You have to get them in the box set because each story takes place where the last one left off. It's like one big long one, and a couple of individual ones. These are only available on CD at the moment. You can't get them on download for some weird reason. So yeah, we've got Bernice, and this is just Bernice Summerfield, no Doctor or anything. Yeah, wow. Who wrote this? Was this Nick Briggs who wrote this one? No, Paul Cornell. Although Nick Briggs probably came up with the title because he is a title Nazi. Death and the Daleks. Very original. Very original. Not Death to the Daleks, no, this is Death and the Daleks. You could have called it Death of, but Death and the Daleks. And then you've got Dance of the Dead featuring the Ice Warriors. Looking a bit weird. Is that a female Ice Warrior? I can't tell if that's supposed to be breasts or not, or if it's just the design. But we've got two Ice Lords, one of them looking a bit pissed. He's going, ah. I haven't listened to these yet because obviously at the time we're recording the Boney just come in the post, and as I said, they're not available for download because if they were, I would have already listened to them. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll open these up and then rip them to an MP3 so I can then put them on my phone and listen to them. And what have we got on here? Ah yes, Gallifrey the Time War, which I got a notification yesterday saying that mine had been dispatched, and I'll let you know my thoughts on that. Basically, yeah, just information about that. You can, if you want to read one of these, you know, you can download the Big Finish Vortex magazines. I believe you can download all of them for free on the Big Finish website. Yeah, but to be honest, that all, you know, I mean, some people may love these. I never bother reading them because generally a lot of the information that is in there is either mentioned in the Big Finish podcast or the behind the scenes interviews on the actual audios. So really there's no new particular information there. The only thing that is I quite like, sometimes you do get some photos there so you can see. In this one here we've got focus. We've got Nick Briggs, Sir Derek Jacobi, Louise Jameson, and forgot his name on there. I keep knocking the tripod, unfortunately. Just to mention that this is less of an unboxing, but I went into my. I didn't go. Actually, no, I went into HMV today. And I got this, which is the Doctor Who 2018 calendar. The reason I got this is because it was only 99p. So you can see there. Just a nice, quick overview. You think that'd be closer to that, but basically, all of like the big main ones of Peter Capaldi's era. Apart from Twice Upon a Time and that, but yeah. I think I would have preferred a classic series calendar or something like that, but you know, that was the only one that they had. They did have a little few of them. Just to know, if you do want one of these, they're probably sold out by the time this video goes out. But interestingly, both of my local HMVs, my one at Newcastle and the next nearest one at Gateshead, they were both sold out of these. They didn't have any calendars whatsoever in. I actually picked that one up from Sunderland HMV, and they did have, I think they had a little few there, so yeah, but for 99p, you know, why not? Also, not really Doctor Who, really, sort of, but anyway, I got these today for a tenner. These are some blank DVDs, and the reason I've got these is for recording 6 Sec adventure, burning 6 Sec adventures onto a disc, which I plan to do because in the live stream some of you said you'd be interested in it. So 50 discs here. Series 1 will fit onto, I believe it'll fit onto 2 discs, possibly 3. But just to note, if you do want 6 Sec Adventures on DVD, because I've actually recorded new behind the scenes content for it, a new sort of documentary bit for Series 1, which hasn't been seen to this day. I've done that, so if you're interested, please let me know. Also, if you live in the US and that, I can do burn for Region 1 disc if you want. So if you're an American viewer, I can sort you out with that. Anyway, that's this bit of the unboxing. There'll be more. We'll jump to the next bit on whatever shall come next. Let's see. Look at the condition. Just like little ding. Come on, there must be one in perfect condition. Yep. That one will do. Little. Yeah, I think they're all Third Doctor ones, yes. And that all misses. Right. 496 if the camera will focus. Thank you, B&M. Alright, back home, this is, well, my right. So another, again, quick little review. So this is the B&M 12th Doctor Sonic Series. I never planned to get this or pick this up, but since it was only $6.99, as you saw, I decided to, I thought, might as well. It was the last one that they had. So, yeah, this is exactly the same as the original release of this sonic screwdriver. And again, with the end cap come off with the red button. The hinge on this one does seem to be fairly stiff. However, it doesn't close fully. As you can see, actually, it's slightly open. I imagine that, and it is slacker than it was now when I opened it, and I barely use this, but I've noticed that some of the paint is just rubbed off along this copper section here. And here's the Third Doctor sonic suit I got from Toys R Us for $5 today. And I noticed when I got out of the box is that these lines are not straight. These ones are, but these ones aren't. And there are like a few little things, like here the paint isn't properly on there. A little missed part there, and there's a few, it's hard, can't really see it on camera, but there are a little few air bubbles on this section here. And this is a typical thing of the later ones. How they've correctly painted that black, and Now, if you notice, if you remember I said, if I just quickly compare the single button version, you can see the copper sections are slightly different, actually, on the basic one. It is slightly lighter. On this one it is slightly darker, but not as dark as the touch control version. But we just see here the buttons are slightly different. So this one seems a little bit more glossier. And obviously, since this is a UK one, it doesn't have that safe stick out, which I could remove, though. As I said, I'm just going to leave it. Though the silver sections do seem a bit shiny on this one. But if you remember, I said on that one, yeah, it does seem a bit quieter and a bit more muted. Whereas on this one, it's a bit louder. Though it does sound a little bit tinnier. I don't know if that's just because the speaker is obviously a lot better on this one, because it actually has a place to fire out of. But yeah, I mean, if I just extend them again, the claws on the single button, they don't extend not nearly as far as what they do on the standard one. And also, you can again see the comparison in the emitters as well. On this one, it is darker. So that is just a weird thing. And but the single button version does feel heavier than that. But on this one again, the wires are thinner and much more tidier than this mess. And I'm not sure why the wires are thicker, because if we just take a look at the core sections, if I just remove them both, the cores on them are exactly the same and should be interchangeable. He says, in theory. Perhaps not, I don't know. No, they do look the same. Oh! That is interesting. Okay. That literally, I've just noticed that. I didn't notice that before. This has come off. This has literally had no adhesive on it whatsoever. Wow, that is very cheaply made. On this one. I did originally think possibly it was a counterfeit one, but I don't think so. It's too good to be a counterfeit. But this one, yeah, for some reason you can fit them in each other's cores. However, they don't fit very well, and that's come off with it. So yeah, I thought they would be completely interchangeable, but it seems not so. That's weird, that. Obviously, the batteries are pre-installed on these, and I hate it when that happens. I mean, there is plenty of room to have a little section for the batteries, and the original version of this did have that. But I guess it does make it easier, and that, you know, for kids to just get these and that, and just go on at them. Personally, me, the touch control obviously wins, but yeah. That's these. And that's this. I definitely prefer the Third Doctor one. Despite this being the version that came in a god-awful box, which I have left downstairs. Oh well. Hey, things happen, don't they, people? Yeah. Alright, hello YouTubers. I'm going to get the bus to my granny's because we're going to be picking up something from there. See you when I get there. My granny's, and it's down here. Let me get that out. Alright, here it is, it's out, and as you can see it's another B&M radio controlled Dalek. Now, the reason I have this and the reason that was at Mccoy is because this was originally going to be my brother's for Christmas. However, he's going through a phase of he doesn't really like Doctor Who anymore, and he's selling all of his Doctor Who merchandise. So I bought this off him for £25, and at the time of recording that is the price that you can get them in B&M's, because if they do have them, it's in their clearance section now, so you can get them at a pretty good price. So yeah, I've got 3 of these B&M ones. I haven't decided whether I'll keep this one in the box or open it. Not sure yet. But hey, it's another one, and this one, it's not really a worthwhile factor, but this one is the 27 MHz variety, whereas the 2 that I already have are both of the 40Hz ones. So that means basically that you'll have to use a 27 MHz remote with it, whereas the other 2 could use technically just one remote because it's on the same frequency. But yeah, there he is. Isn't he nice? Isn't he lovely? He is so lovely. We all know how it goes, so don't bother. You can Oh, that's interesting. I thought it would be separate ones, but no, it's yeah, I thought it would be, because there's 4 hour-long stories, and that I thought it would be like all individual ones, but no, it's despite the way it looks, it's actually one big jewel case. It's a double jewel case for all 4 discs. Yeah, it's interesting with that. So, Gallifrey, the Time War. This is the first Gallifrey box set that I've ever bought. Has it tempted me to buy the other ones? Not really. Just, yeah. So basically, what we got here, you know, just like a little mini review for it. Despite seeing the Daleks and the Time Lords at war with one another kind of thing, yeah, Daleks, barely in this at all. Barely in this at all. Like, that, seriously, they only, throughout this, I think their audio time is something like less than 5 minutes in this entire 4-disc set. So yeah, I'm not saying that's necessarily a good or a bad thing, but false advertising, you know, advertising the Daleks in this, you know. Yeah, and also Emperor Dalek on the last cover there. Yeah, Emperor Dalek on the last cover. He is in 2 scenes. I believe it's 2 scenes, yeah. And one of them is an almost repeat of the previous. So yeah, Daleks, not really in this. Saying that though, we do get some good. In fact, the best stories are actually the middle 2. The one with Ace and the one with the Master and Leela. And yeah, despite this being the second release to star Sir Derek Giacometti as the Master in the Big Finish range, this was apparently, according to the behind the scenes, the first one that he recorded. And seriously, it is a really interesting story, just, you know, showing how different yeah, the third one is definitely the highlight of the box set. Basically, it's mainly just stars the Master and Leela, and then another person. Basically, it's very much of a character study. I mean, these aren't particularly spoilers of that, but should you buy this box set? I mainly bought it because obviously it ties into Big Finish's Time War thing, and also if you've got the War Doctor box sets, particularly the one with Leela, then this is you might want to pick this up for that reason. Whether it's still at its discounted price by the time this goes out, I don't know. But yeah, possibly. And also, just another thing, so about this box set is, I don't know. Again, it's labelled number 1. However, I don't know if there's going to be another one. And there is a cliffhanger at the end of it. However, it's a cliffhanger where you basically know what's going to happen, in a sense, basically, because obviously this box set takes place at the very start. Well, not at the very start, but like when the Time War is officially declared. Basically, that's in terms of when it takes place. So in terms of order, you've got this box set, then the 8th Doctor, the Time War box set, with the second one coming out in April. And then obviously you've got the War Doctor box sets, and then the 50th, etc, etc. Yeah, I think I do like. I mean, again, I'd say it's better than that Unix spin-off box set that I got. I think mainly because obviously I'm more invested in the characters, because we've got, again, it says at the top, Lalla Wog, Louise Jameson, Sophie Aldred, Sean Carlson. Okay, so the first three, yeah, because I can see, oh yeah, at the bottom, Derek Jacobi, Nicholas Briggs, yes. Despite your name being on the front, Nicholas Briggs, you barely are in this at all. In fact, I think I'm pretty sure Nicholas Briggs played a Time Lord in this, and I'm pretty sure he had more lines than the Daleks did. Interesting! Jesus Christ, how long does this video bloody go on for? Alright, that's it. Enough, that's enough things to unbox, at least for one video. That is enough! Do you hear me? That is enough! Wait. No, not another. No! You did this. Not another. Holy shit, they're multiplying! When will this end? When will it end? No, they gotta stop multiplying! Please! This video is already longer than most TV movies, and it is long enough to be a feature film. No! I guess I'll have to just see what... No! Fucking packing peanuts! Right. Get out. Enjoy the snow.